Hello everyone, and welcome to First Place Perspectives, where I show you how to get through some of the toughest minigames with the highest win rates possible. All of these videos are supported by my own data collection efforts. The spreadsheet that I use to track all of my games is free to download in the description of this video, along with a link to the Season 1 statistics video that I made. With that out of the way, let's get into this. Hoopsie Legends has an average qualifying rate of 57%, based off 24 games of data. However, my qualifying rate clocks in closer to 86%, meaning that my techniques win games 50% more than the average players. I've come up with two strategies that I'll share with you to get you through more games on average. Let's start with the gold ring strategy. Both strategies work best if you start by collecting a normal ring, since the gold ring won't spawn for a bit. If you can, grab that first ring and then move to one of the main spots that the gold ring spawns. One of the best spots for the gold ring to spawn is here, since it's right in the open and there's lots of ramps to push. And as everyone knows, ducks love pushing ramps and, aren't you supposed to be pushing that ramp over there to the golden ring? That's your ticket out of here, my ducky friend. Yeah, stop doing that. You're wasting your time. 3 people have tried to make that jump. You're not just gonna make it with... Hold up. Let's replay that. Maybe he's onto something there. So it turns out, there's a pixel-perfect jump spot right here that gives you enough jump distance to make it to that gold ring. Here's the last frame before my duck jumps. And here's the frame of the jump. He's literally off the platform by the time your jump animation begins. After that, it's just timing the dive to get enough airtime, and then the forward momentum lets you pull off a sick grind into a 180 backflip that would make even Tony Hawk a little jealous. This sick play gets you out of the game in almost as little time as possible, and gives you about 3 minutes of time to go get a drink, pet your dog, and everything in between. To put it into perspective, this is 8 times speed, and it still takes 20 seconds to finish. So, do the math. Now, of course, you don't need to do it with all the theatrics. You can definitely just do a pixel-perfect jump into the ring when it's perpendicular to the jump, and make it through just fine. But I mean, come on. You're getting first place. You might as well do it with some style. Compared to the gold ring technique, the standard technique of collecting 6 normal rings, there's not much to it, but I'll make a point that it requires commitment. If you're looking to collect 6 normal rings, you need to avoid the golden rings, avoid the crowds, and understand that you're the turtle trying to outrun the hare in this race to 6 points. You can still use the same techniques as before, but remember that the total number of rings that you'll have to get is much higher. Get creative with some of the ring jumps. Remember to keep moving, and again, please, 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 don't become a lemming. There's already enough of them out there. Now you can probably tell that this technique is much slower than the quick gold ring strat. But look at the number of people that have qualified so far. You still got loads of time to put on a display of skill to collect the last couple rings that you need. Your focus should be on getting away from everyone else, since that means less competition for the rings that spawn. You can also use the shadows to see where the rings are flying if you want to go 200 IQ big brain plays on this kind of stuff, but that's a little much. It's best to just keep moving away from the crowds, and remember that rings spawn every time another ring is collected, so sometimes just waiting will yield an opportunity for you. Beware of the gold rings though, since they attract a lot of attention and a lot of lemmings. Try not to be like these guys over here standing on the ramp that they somehow got onto the purple platform, which I mean is an achievement in itself. Those shouldn't be able to get off the ground in the first place. For your information, by the way, I still had another minute or so to collect more rings before the game ended, so the slow and steady strat does work if you're committed to it. That said, both strats have their use cases, and that's especially true for cases like this one where the gold ring is contested by 6 or so other jelly beans. You don't want to be a part of this mess, since by the time you all get to that gold ring, only one of you is going to get it, and the game is probably over shortly after that. Don't waste your time on this if you can help it. If a gold ring is stuck in the corner like this, it's time to transition to the normal ring strat, and just let the others get eliminated for being greedy. All in all, knowing the limits of your jelly bean's jump and understanding when to switch strategies is ultimately how someone can improve in this game. With these two strategies in mind, you'll be able to qualify for more games than others, and get your chance at a first place perspective. Curious about how you can improve your chances of winning other games? Check out the other videos in this playlist for more tips, tricks, and strategies to get you to that crown round. New videos are being posted weekly, so consider subscribing, and post what minigame you want to see done next in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.